Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, we're going to learn how to read musical notes. After watching this video, you are all expected to define what is a staff and what is a clef, and to identify the pitch names or the letter names of the lines and spaces on treble stuff and on the bass stuff. Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to give you an activity or a quiz, and whoever got a perfect score will be automatically registered to our first ever giveaway. But I'm not sure when will it be, but I'm pretty sure that we're going to have a giveaway maybe on my 25k subscribers or on my 30k subscribers. So please listen carefully and answer the questions at the end of this video. To start with the lesson, let us all define what is a staff. A musical staff, also known as musical staff, is a diagram on which musical symbols such as notes, rest, clef signs, sharps, and flats are placed. The staff or the staff has 5 lines and 4 spaces. Here is what a staff looks like. Starting from the bottom, we have line, space, line, space, line, space, line, space, and line. Next, let us all define what is a clef. A clef is a musical symbol used to indicate which notes are represented by the lines and the spaces on a musical staff. When a clef sign is placed on a musical staff, it assigns a particular note to one of each lines. This line becomes our reference point by which the names of the other notes on the staff are determined. There are 2 types of musical staffs that are frequently used in music. They are the treble clef and the bass clef. It is important to note that a staff is named based on the clef sign that is placed on it. For example, when a treble clef is placed on a staff, the entire staff can be referred as a treble staff. The same thing happens when a bass clef is placed on a staff. The entire staff is now called bass staff. Each line and space of the staff represents pitches from low to high, and each line and space from the staff is assigned a specific letter from the musical alphabet. The letters of the musical alphabet are, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. We don't have H, I, J, K, L, M, N, and so on. We are only up to letter G. These 7 letters represent the natural tones of the 12 tones of music. Again, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. We only have 7, so where are the other 5 tones? The other 5 tones or pitches are called the sharp and the flats, and normally takes the name of the natural letters from the musical alphabet. These are A sharp or B flat, C sharp or D flat, D sharp or E flat, F sharp or G flat, and G sharp or A flat. Both treble staff and bass staff are used when you are reading a musical sheets, especially the ones that are written for the piano. Now, how are we going to identify the pitch names or the letter names of the line and spaces on a treble staff or bass staff? Let us begin with the treble staff. Okay, this is our treble staff. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 lines and 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. And each of these lines and spaces has a pitch names attached to it. This is our treble clef, also known as G clef. It looks like a letter G. If you're going to draw a treble clef, you will start on the second line, just like this. Starting from the second line, you will draw a treble clef. The second line will be our mark. This is our reference point. This reference point will be our letter G or pitch name G. That is why the treble clef is also known as G clef. The pitch name above the G is, since we don't have H, I, J, K, and so on, this will be A. We'll go back to A. Next is the line above the A. This will be, what's next to A? Very good, B. Next is above the B. What's next to B? Very good, letter C. Now, let's just continue the process. Next to C is letter D. Next is the space above, and it is letter E. And the line above is letter F. How about the space and the line here below the letter G? The letter before letter G is letter F. So the space here is letter F. And the last line will be letter E. Now we have E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, and F. For the lines, we have E, G, B, D, and F. For the spaces, we have F, A, C, and E. How about the spaces above and below the stuff? There are also notes here by adding what we called ledger line. What is a ledger line? A ledger line or ledger line is used in musical notation to notate pitches above or below the lines and spaces of the regular musical stuff. A line slightly longer than the note head is drawn parallel to the stuff above or below, spaced at the same distance as the lines within the stuff. This is our ledger line. If we add ledger line above, what will be the next note here in the space? Very good. Since the last note is F, the next will be G. Next to G is letter A. Above A is B. Next, we need to add 2 ledger lines, and the next note is C. The same goes below. If we add ledger line here, since the first line is letter note E, this note is D. Before D is C. This is letter C. This is B, and this is A. Very good, everyone. Now, let's proceed to the bass stuff. This is our bass stuff. This is our bass clef or the F clef. It looks like a mirrored letter C. If we are going to draw the bass or the F clef, we will start on this line, on the 4th line. From this line, you will start to draw the bass clef. This line will be our reference point, and the pitch name of this line is letter F. That is why this is called F clef. The same as what we did earlier, since this is our F, next to F is letter G. So the space above is G. Next to G is, yes, letter A, because we don't have H, I, J, and so on. Now, Below the F line is E. Next is D. Next C. Next B. Next A. And the first line is G. For the lines, we have G, B, D, F, and A. For the spaces, we have A, C, E, and last is G. Now, let's also add the ledger lines. Since our fifth line is letter A, the space above is very good, letter B. Above is C. Next is D. Next to D is E. Now let's go below. Since the note of the first line is letter G, the space below is very good, F. Below the F, we have E. Below the E, we have D. And below the D is very good, C. So that's it. We can still add more notes below and above by adding more ledger lines. The same also with the treble clef. Now, you know already how to identify the pitch names of the lines and spaces on the treble stuff and on the bass stuff.
Last, the musical staff or staff is the main frame for all musical symbols used in music. In order for a pianist to read music fluently, they have to know how to read and apply all the symbols that are being placed on the staff. For example, we have the different types of notes, the whole note, half note, quarter note, eighth notes. We also have the different types of rest, the whole rest, half rest, quarter rest, eighth rest, and etc. We also have the sharps and flats, the different symbols also for the dynamics, the time signature, and the key signatures. And that will be our next topic. And I hope I can make the videos earlier. So that's it for our lesson for today. Now let's proceed for the quiz. Okay, I have here 10 items or 10 questions for you to answer. Just type your answer below on the comment section. Number 1. What do you call this? Again, number 1, what do you call this? Number 2, what is this clef? Number 2, what is this clef sign? Number 3, what is this clef sign? Number 4, what is this staff? Again, number 4, what is this staff? Number 5, what is this staff? Number 6, what is this note, or what is the pitch name of this note or the letter name? Number 7, the letter name of this note. Number 8, number 9, and lastly, number 10. So that's it. Good luck, everyone. That's it for today's video. I hope you have learned something. It would mean the world to me if you subscribe to my channel, and if you want to be notified on my next uploads, feel free to click that bell icon para palagi kayong updated kapag may bago akong video. Bye!